the New Jerusalem. Silver cities.
The cross of Lono and the Mayan cross may be projections of the cross of Jesus. Both Lono and Quetzalcoatl had second coming myths. First father was a god of resurrection. So we do have a cross motif in the Makahiki festival honoring Lono. It's a big cross. You can see how big it is. Here's a man's size. He's about 6 feet tall. This cross is about 18 feet tall. And we have the cross motif among the Mayans. In the case of the Mayans, it's definitely related to resurrection. Not so much in the case of Lono. Why exactly the Lono cross was selected is still unknown. I don't think anyone really knows. Any Hawaiian really knows. Like Egypt, the constellation Orion can be placed on the ground, its stars being sacred Hopi sites, and the stars in the belt as the three Hopi mesas. So if you put the three stars of the belt, the three Hopi mesas, these places where the stars are located in the constellation, if you place that constellation on the ground, correspond to Hopi sites. And the Egyptians did the exact same thing.
Orion's belt points to the brightest star in the sky, Sirius. If one looks at the Hopi mesas as the stars of Orion's belt, they also point to an important location, Chaco Canyon. But why Orion? And could it be merely a coincidence that this constellation pattern has been found at other important sites around the world, and always with the belt pointing toward a place of significance? Ancient astronaut theorists have discovered the constellation of Orion lining up with the Mayan complexes along the Street of the Dead in Mexico City. And here, Orion's belt points to Cholula, the largest pyramid in the world. They also find it at the Giza pyramids in Egypt, with the belt pointing toward the city of Heliopolis, a place of worship for ancient Egyptians.
The three pyramids, were thought by Robert Bauval in his book, The Orion Mystery. The three pyramids are the three stars in the belt of Orion. And so when you go out here to these other stars, he started looking to see if there are actually pyramids located where these other stars should be located, and he's found two of them. These are really old. One is, I think, called Abu Raush, and there's another one. He puts it in his book. He's found pyramids and pyramids, and they haven't located the other two yet. They're still digging and looking for them. But it seems that the Egyptians were making, as in heaven, so on earth, that they were projecting the constellation of Orion onto the earth. And the Hopis were doing the same thing. The Milky Way crosses the ecliptic at the two places, one near Gemini and Orion, and the other near Scorpio. Mayans image two cosmic crosses, Nat Tecan, which is the foliated cross, and Wakachan, each with a little dipper at its top. Kukulkan means bird cross. So, as I said before, the Milky Way loops up north, comes back south, crosses the ecliptic at two places. Here's Orion, here's Scorpio. So one is the foliated cross, one is the Wakachan. The Little Dipper, which is represented by a bird at the top. Kukulkan means bird cross, because kan has two meanings. It means serpent and it means cross. So bird cross, bird cross, bird cross. Both related to the savior named Kukulkan. Kukulkan is the bird serpent savior of the Mayans. The Quetzalcoatl of the Aztecs. Kan means serpent as well as cross. The bird cross motif is a reference to the savior Also imaged as the cosmic Wakachan cross with the bird image of the Little Dipper above the Milky Way, upright in the ecliptic crossbeam. Kukulkan. Kukulkan. Savior. The Mayan cosmic turtle has 3 stars as seen as 3 stones. 1, 2, 3. Which are the 3 stars in Orion's belt. The cosmic turtle hangs from the ecliptic. It is from the cracked shell of the cosmic turtle that Hunahpu, first father, emerges in an act of resurrection helped by his 2 sons. So we have Orion related to Osiris, and we have Orion related to first father. Both having to do with the resurrection. Olmec God, this is Olmec God here, sitting beneath an arch with a serpent rising behind him. Here's a serpent. You can see the face, 2 eyes, teeth, and you can see the cross here. That's a hint that it's a serpent, because cross and serpent have the same words. The Olmecs date from 1200 BC and were the predecessors of the Mayans, who inherited their calendar and mathematics. This motif is found in the Muchilinda Buddha images of India. Muchilinda Buddha is when Buddha was meditating underneath the Bodhi tree and it began to rain. And Muchilinda, the Naga king, the Cobra king, did not want the meditation of the Buddha to be disturbed and rose up behind him and spread his hood over him. Muchilinda Buddha spreading his hood over the meditating Buddha. But this is 1200 BC. This is 700 years before Buddha was born. The Mayan cross is the cosmic intersection of the Milky Way and the ecliptic at 2 places, one near Scorpio and one near Orion. As Orion, Hunahpu rises out of the cosmic turtle. In myth, he is helped by his 2 sons. This balance of cross and 2 witnesses is imaged in the crucifixion. Mayan priest sitting under the arch of the ecliptic as imaged by the double-headed serpent. Serpent head, cross, mean serpent. This is the rest of the serpent's body. This image, borrowed from the Olmecs 1,000 years earlier, is also seen in the Muchilinda Buddha motif of India. Muchilinda was a Naga Cobra king who protects Buddha from the rain. Mayan priest carrying the ecliptic. Here's the ecliptic. Wearing the jaguar skin of the sky priests. Jaguar skins. Egyptian sky priests wore the leopard skin robe. The ecliptic is the path of the zodiac containing the precessional ages through 26,000 years. First father, resurrecting out of the cosmic turtle in Orion, is paralleled in the 2nd avatar incarnation of the Hindu god Vishnu, the preserver. Vishnu has 10 avatars, the 9th being the Buddha, and the 10th being Kalki, the god who rides the white horse. Look at Revelation 19:11. Here's this tortoise. Here's Vishnu. Here's first father. Here's the tortoise. Identical. Olmec god under arch with serpent head, which we saw here, is paralleled in Buddha under the arch with the serpent head of a gargon. This is a gargon here. The gorgon motif of fangs, jutting tongue, and large round eyes are serpentine and represent the constellation Draco and its former North Star Thuban. We're going to see the gorgon head a lot. It's on Athena's shield. It's on Cadmus's shield, and it is serpentine. Buddha sitting under the double-headed serpent arch, and Mayan priest sitting under the double-headed serpent arch of the ecliptic, meaning the Savior sits under the precession of the equinoxes, waiting to be revealed to the world in the fullness of time. Here's the serpent head here. Buddha sitting under it. Serpent head, Mayan priest sitting under it, under a zodiac.